historic budget crisis in California could go up in smoke if one organization has its way. A pro-marijuana group is offering a solution to close a multi-billion budget deficit. The activists suggest legalizing and taxing the drug. I'm now joined by Dan Bernath from the Marijuana Policy Project in Washington, D.C. Hello, Dan. Thanks for joining us. Now, you've suggested legalizing marijuana before to raise revenue. Now, as far as I know, your bill failed then, so what's different now?
Well, I think more people are realizing that marijuana prohibition itself is a failure. It's failed to reduce marijuana use rates in this country, and it's failed to reduce the violence associated with it. And meanwhile, we're giving the profits to this $36 billion a year industry to drug cartels, and they're not paying taxes. So I think that people are tired of this.
But Dan, as far as I know, you don't have a majority support in California, and I'm sorry for that question, but aren't you just jumping on the bandwagon for publicity?
Well, we definitely want to debate on this subject. The more we talk about this, the more we talk about realistic, sensible solutions, I think the better off the country is going to be. The fact is that marijuana prohibition has to end. We cannot afford it in this country or in the state of California. So yes, absolutely, we want to keep talking about this subject.
But if that's such a good idea, don't you think the California Senate would have adopted it already, much time ago?
Well, you know, it's true that marijuana has a lot of cultural stigma in this country and probably throughout the world, but that doesn't mean that we have to be reactionary toward this. We can be sensible, we can be smart, and we can be adult about having good policy for marijuana. It's going to take time, and politicians are usually the last to come along on an important change, but the more we talk about this and the more people understand, the better off we'll be as a country.
Now, let's look one step forward. Now, if your idea did go ahead, wouldn't it turn the state into a wild west of crime?
Well, you know, we already have a problem with crime associated with marijuana, but it's not the drug, it's the trade associated with that drug. We could use a model like the way we deal with alcohol or the way we deal with tobacco and bring some lawfulness to our marijuana in this country.
One small personal question, sir. Did you use marijuana yourself?
Yes, I am a marijuana user, and I'm also a responsible, hardworking citizen, and I have a family who loves me. So, according to much of the government propaganda, I couldn't exist.
Okay, thank you very much. At least you use your own experience here. That was Dan Bernath from the Marijuana Policy Project. Thank you very much, sir.